inside of you.
Hi guys, it's Elena and I'm enchanted to have you be here on my channel. Hello and welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're new, consider liking, subscribing, becoming part of my little YouTube family, and if you've been here before, hello and welcome back. To each and every one of you beautiful souls right across the screen, lots of love, lots of warm hugs, and hopefully you and yours are safe. So this is my March plan with me. Again, it's posted a little late, but slightly better than last month's Plan With Me post, and I'm still trying to catch up on life, pretty much. So between college, YouTube, Etsy, and 1,000 other responsibilities that I have, I'm a little bit behind, but that's okay. Just taking it one day at a time, and doing my best. Alright, so as usual, I start off my Plan With Me's with a picture from the previous month. It could be something that I really enjoyed, something that makes me happy, something that instills some sort of positive emotion, and what I chose was Flora and Federico. Those are the little plants that are currently living on my altar. I share updates about them occasionally on my Instagram, and you guys helped pick out the names for those little guys. Federico is a succulent, so hopefully he's not dead and he's just taking his sweet time to sprout. I know that it can take up to 4 months to sprout. Hopefully we will see some sprouts soon, but Flora is a forget-me-not and she's doing great, which is really exciting. I love to come up to my altar in the mornings when I do my morning rituals and see them, and they just bring such a wonderful smile to my face. For this Plan With Me, it's going to be kind of simple, a little bit minimal, and I'm not going to take too much time designing everything. I mean, at least I say that now, but the designs are simple yet still time consuming. In any case, instead of doing a watercolor painting or a drawing for my cover page this month, I decided to find a pretty print on Google and add that in. So last month I did cover page based on the moon of the month, which was the wolf moon, and I did a wolf paw, which I really liked. If you want to check out that video, I'm going to link it up at the top for you to take a look at. And this month's moon is called the snow moon, and it's also called the storm moon. And since my box for this month is called One with the Sea, stormy sea kind of became the color scheme for my month, I suppose, and I really enjoyed that picture. I think it depicted it really nicely and I really liked it, so that's what I chose. Nice and simple. I just printed it out on a sticker paper, cut it out, and voila, it's super cute. If this is the first time you're seeing my monthly Plan With Me's, I don't usually do a single theme throughout the month. I tend to choose a color palette and then do different themes for different weeks. That way it keeps my life a little bit interesting and it all looks cohesive. On this video, well, towards the end of this video, I'll also be announcing the requirements to enter for my 5,000 subscriber giveaway. Well, it was gonna be a 5,000 subscriber giveaway, but I have gained over 3,000 subscribers in about a month, and I'm a little bit behind with doing that 5,000 subscriber giveaway, so it's now a 7,000 subscriber giveaway. And if you've been a subscriber for a while, you know I do these on every major YouTuber milestone, kind of sort of, and you get to pick any 2 monthly subscription boxes if you win, or any 1 quarterly subscription box if you win. The ones that are excluding groceries, because I've done a couple Imperfect Produce and Misfits Market, because I'm not gonna get involved with the whole grocery thing. Anyways, I'll talk more about that later on in this Plan With Me. If If you recognize this brown paper, it is from my wrapping of my subscription boxes. I tend to save all the little bits and pieces and use them in crafts and little projects and things like that, because I'm a little bit of a hoarder and don't like to throw things away since, you know, they could be useful, especially doing craftsy things like this. And I'm kind of really loving the way that brown and the blues go together. There's just something so earthy and clean about it. I'm not entirely sure. Also, that stamp that I'm using right now is part of my vintage stationery haul, which I'll be posting soon, and I'm really excited. There's tons of squealing, tons of stickers, and tons of very wonderful and beautiful stationery items. So that's a little bit of a sneak peek to a video that's coming. And I didn't end up putting too much pressure on this stamp because I wanted to do an outline of it. I wanted to do an outline of gold and kind of highlight some of the little details inside, and I really like the way it came out. It's very complimentary of that golden moon on the other corner. All of the items that I'm going to be using will be linked down in the description below if you're curious to check them out. Some of the links could be affiliate links where I earn a little bit of a commission with no extra cost to you. The next spread I'm doing is a spread that I've really incorporated and really enjoyed using throughout my months, and that is a plan out spread for any spells and rituals that I'm going to be doing throughout the month. Kind of plan ahead of how many I'm going to be doing, so anything for like a full moon ritual or a new moon ritual. In March there's going to be the spring equinox, things like that, and other little rituals and tidbits. They're kind of organized by square size of how detailed the ritual or spell is going to be, so that's why you see the different various squares and things like that. But I'm really enjoying being more prepared and kind of jotting down ideas before the day comes. Also, I'm trying out the Archer and Olive Acrylograph pens, and oh my goodness, I don't have much experience with acrylographs. I think these are the first ones that I've actually bought. I think these are my first acrylographs, other than like the golds and metallic pens that I use. But oh my goodness, they are so wonderfully pigmented, and I have been using them throughout my whole monthly spread, as you will see later on in the week's layouts that I'm going to be doing. I adore these. They are so cool to use, and the pigmentation of them and the layering of them is so impressive. So I was really excited to be able to play around with these. A little more of a sneak peek on stamps that are going to be in the haul. and I'm decorating the pages a little bit with some of those. I also really like the way that gold looked combined with the stamps, so I'm adding in a little bit more details and colorings of that gold. And this month, you guys get a visitor. This is Lila. She is my kitty. She was being very playful, so I was trying to get her attention with like a little ribbon or a string just to kind of get her to play a little bit on the screen for you. For being a 7-year-old cat, she has so much energy. It's really crazy, and she also loves attention and loves to cuddle. Her favorite toys are ribbons and strings, and she likes to make appearances specifically when I'm crafting something, especially if I'm using very messy paint, like acrylics that don't dry very quickly, and then she ends up leaving a footprint or two across my work. So, yeah. Alright, adding in a couple stickers and onto the next spread. So these spread, usually I have a habit tracker and a thankfulness page. I'm kind of omitting the habit tracker since I didn't even touch it last month in the last month's plan with me. And I'm still keeping the thankfulness page. I find that's my most used page and the page that I really enjoy using and keep constantly turning to. So this is going to be just a goals and thankfulness page. If you don't have a page dedicated to being thankful in your journal or in your diary or anything like that, I would highly recommend you try it for a month and just once a day visit it and put down something you are thankful for that day. It could be something as simple as, I'm thankful that my pillow is soft. Anything like that. It's a very wonderful and grounding exercise, and it just helps you respect your life a little bit more. I'm seriously loving just how wonderfully pigmented those acrylographs are. Just look at that over black washi tape and the brown paper. Just wow. Not sponsored, by the way, by Archer and Olives at all whatsoever, and I totally bought them with my own money. I just love the quality of those markers. I'm using a part of my own stencil set that's in my Etsy shop. It's the little Magic Moons section, and I'm doodling stars all over this page, and I'm going to be coloring them in that blue, brown, and gold aesthetic. One of my favorite ways to do spreads in my journal is to pick something very simple that doesn't really take a lot of effort to do. For instance, tracing a ton of stars across the page. I mean, it is time consuming, but it's still very simple, and then just coloring them in. And at first it kind of looks okay, but as you finish the design and keep going forward with coloring them in and designing the rest of it and just adding little bits and pieces and tweaks, that very simple design just looks so cute and so good, at least in my opinion. And I definitely love the color scheme of this month, and I think this thankfulness page and goals page spread thing is one of my favorites that I've done. Stars were definitely time consuming. There was lots and lots of stars to color in, but so worth it. Almost forgot that little star. Here is an up-close view of it in all of its shiny golden star glory. And onto the first weekly spread. Since my box for this month is called One with the Sea, I decided to do a specifically sea-themed weekly spread because why not? It's cute, it has the blues in it, and I really wanted to incorporate that mermaid little paper thing that I had. I'm doing the same weekly layouts as I've done the previous month, where I have a Dutch door folded over so I have more room for the day to kind of design it, plan it, and do my to-do lists and task lists. So I ended up kind of doubling up how much room I take up for the weeklies and folding over the page. But I kind of like the result at the end, and I definitely like this style of organizing. That's the mermaid sticker. That's the mermaid paper I was talking about. It is so like holographic and shiny, so very pretty. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the giveaway requirements, information, kind of things like that. If you've been a subscriber for a while, again, you know that I've done a couple of these already. And here is how you enter. So you first need to be subscribed to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram. I will have all of that information linked down below in the description and probably somewhere throughout the video. You're also going to need to leave a comment under this video and let's say tell me what your favorite spread was, and then tell me what you're thankful for today, since I think it's a very important part of journaling. That'll be a little bit of an incentive for you to think about what you're thankful for. You also have to be 18 years or older, and you don't necessarily need to live in the United States to participate, but just know some of these subscription boxes do not go outside of the States. And I'm gonna have a list of subscription box options or subscription boxes that I've done unboxings for down in the comments. I'm gonna have it pinned at the top, that way you can kind of, see what the options are. And it's pretty much any subscription box except for grocery related. I know a couple subscription boxes are also on a very certain time frame of when they become available, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out if you pick one of those, but we'll figure out once I announce the winner. And I'm going to be announcing the winner on Monday's video, so you have from the time this video is posted onto Monday's next video to enter into the giveaway. Now again, if you've been a subscriber for longer, you know that there's more than one way you can enter, and another way is leaving comments on my other videos. So this type of giveaway is a little bit more in favor of those who have been a subscriber longer because they've had a chance to leave more comments and things like that. So for every other comments that you've left on previous videos, those are going to be tallied up and as an extra entry into the giveaway. Alright, so I think that's it pretty much for the rules and the requirements, and I hope the odds are ever in your favor of winning. Here is an up close and all of that mermaid shimmery glory. And I love how the coral has some gold accents and details too. Okay, on to the next week. Now this one I thought it was going to be a lot more simple to do than it ended up taking me to do. My plan was to kind of have different blades of grass and kind of flowing through, and so I wanted to use, my new acrylograph pens and started doodling, but then I realized just how much time it takes to draw the blade of grass and then color it in, and well, it's a simple design again, very tedious, but totally well worth it. I hold the page open a little bit when I initially go into the next one just to give those acrylographs a little bit more time to dry. And they do dry fairly quickly. Just to give you a little bit of a perspective how long this takes, this is sped up by 800%, so it's actually 8 times faster than I initially was drawing it in. Even though it's quite tedious and time-consuming, unfortunately, I was happy with the result. Finally adding in some green so it doesn't exactly look like seaweed. Okay, the grass is finally done. Just doing some lines to keep the days separate and more organized, I suppose. And then onto some stickers. One of the reasons why it takes me so long to upload Plan With Me videos is because I have to do a voiceover for them. I don't necessarily have to do a voiceover for them, but I think kind of explaining my process in some of these spreads is a little bit better than just watching them. And I don't really like doing voiceovers, so I procrastinate so badly on that. I'm trying to do better a little bit. Hopefully I can get back on being on track with these Plan With Me's, but the voiceover just kills me each time I have to do it. At that point, my gold marker ran out, so I had to switch to a different one that wasn't as nice and metallic, but it still did the job. And then adding in my stickers. Now, when I say my stickers, those are actually my stickers designed by me. That butterfly was a drawing I did in high school. It was actually a all pencil drawing on almost a printer size type of paper. Very detailed and very intricate, and I absolutely loved it. It took me at least a week, I think, to draw that entire butterfly, and my March pack was titled Butterfly Kisses. So I ended up digging it out of my old artwork portfolio thing that I've saved, and I just thought it would be such a perfect way to incorporate it into the pack that was shipping out, and I turned it into a sticker sheet, into sticker singles, and they will be on my Etsy shop as soon as I can get them up there. Just writing in the dates, and that spread is pretty much done. A little bit of a gold shimmer. I like the contrast of the black and white butterflies with the colorful kind of background. Waving that page around to let it dry a little quicker. And here is the close-up. Okay, on to the third week. For this one, I decided to try something a little different and do abstract color block type of design. Choosing the Acrylograph's 0.7mm pens might not have been the best decision because there was a lot of coloring in that was happening. Although I definitely like the result. Again, I really like this color palette with the brown and blues and like the aqua tone. Love the color palette, love the way it turned out, and it took too long to do. So if I'm ever gonna do a similar design to this, I'm definitely gonna use either watercolor, highly pigmented watercolor paints, or maybe get some gouache paints, and that would be a little bit quicker of a design to implement. But again, tedious, simple, yet worth it. Skipping ahead so you don't have to be stuck watching me just squares the whole entire time. I'm telling you, these acrylographs are so pigmented and they definitely layer really well on top of each other. I'm so happy I got to play around with these. finishing up the dates. And here is a up-close view of all its color block glory. Okay, on to the last spread of the month. I went super simple and super quick with this one. I just used washi tape and that brown paper pretty much to do the outlines and everything else. I still love the way it came out. I love the color palette of it because it's just continuation of the rest of the color palettes. And I think I'm gonna do a little bit more washi tape spreads later on. Let me know if you have any suggestions for color themes to do or any weekly themes to do for my next spreads. Don't forget to comment down which one was your favorite and to enter for the giveaway, which I'll be announcing on Monday. I'm so excited to do another one. I'm so excited to be able to surpass my milestones so quickly. And the next milestone for the big subscription box giveaway is going to be at 12,000 subscribers. I don't know how quickly I will get there, but the quicker I do, the quicker I do another giveaway. And this is the first giveaway of this month. There are going to be others throughout the month. I'm really excited to be able to do a couple more later on, so stick around, stay tuned, subscribe, like the whole shebang for the upcoming videos. As I'm finishing up this spread with a ton of coloring in for those top daily banners, sort of speak. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. We have tons of magical fun here, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!